guys. So I have fallen off, way off, when it comes to my diet and exercise, and I know a lot of you guys can relate to that. So I am committed to getting myself back on track. I just like to feel good. I like to feel healthy, right? And I like for my skin to glow, my, back to be strong, all the things. I'm gonna take you guys through the easy way that I get myself back on track. For me, I always have a plan, and I feel like when you have a plan, you can really get things done. Right now, it is May. June, July, and August is right around the corner, and we don't have time to play games, okay? Okay, so on to my meal prep organization. So before I head to the store, I always make a list. I do not try to go off of memory or getting what I think I need. I really take inventory. I get my handy dandy notes and I break out what I need ingredient wise for breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snacks. So for breakfast, I pretty much eat two different things. So when I'm at home for breakfast, I almost always have a protein shake or a smoothie, a protein smoothie that I make. I have pretty much all the ingredients for this, so I don't really need to pick up anything for this. The other thing that I make is oatmeal, overnight oats, or just oatmeal on the stove. But I do need a couple of those ingredients, and then sometimes I make a parfait. So I'm going to prep overnight oats for this week in combination with the protein shakes. Then for lunch, I'm going to have a chicken salad that I'm going to prep. And then for dinner, I'm going to have salmon, spinach, and rice. And then I'm going to make snack boxes because your girl is a snacker. I'm a big time snacker. Some of the other things that I need, I already have. So I shop at least once a week. So I pretty much usually have my staples and I just fill in what I need. Also, I'll do this on another video, but I like to bulk shop for my meats. I don't eat beef or pork, but for my fish and chicken, or if I use turkey, I like to bulk shop for that. And then I like to vacuum seal it and freeze it. And I'll show you that on another video. But I won't be doing any of that this week because I am only going to get what I need for this week. I go to a couple of different stores. I go to the farmer's market. I go to Publix, Kroger, Sprouts. I actually go to Aldi too. But I think today I'm just gonna do the farmer's market and Aldi. I like to get my snacks from Aldi, and I'll show you why. So I just pulled up to Aldi. Look, don't sleep on Aldi, y'all. I know, it seems like a store that, you probably got old food in it or something. Been shopping at Aldi for a while. Somebody put me onto it a couple years ago, and I was like, I should have been shopping here a long time ago. So when it comes to working out at home, I really keep it simple. I don't need a lot, especially on certain days. Today is an upper body day, so all I need are these weights and just my gloves, pretty much. Having a space and just a couple of things to work out in makes it so simple, because a lot of times you don't want to work out at home, and I know I didn't want to work out at home. I was like, yeah, try not to do that. It's gotten easier for me, and as long as I'm motivated to do what I need to do, it makes it simple. So I do use ChatGPT in order to help me come up with a workout, and basically I ask ChatGPT to create something based off of my goals, which is to have a strong back and sleeker arms. Arms ain't as sleek as I would like for them to be right now, but we working on that. Okay. So this is like what I do on my upper body day. So normally I like to put garbanzo beans in my salad, but I forgot. I thought I had some, but I don't. But it's okay because I'm going to put avocado in its place. And it's still going to be delicious and bomb per usual. But this is a very, very, very simple salad. I'm getting my vegetables, I'm getting my protein with a little bit of fat, which comes from the dressing. And, you know, we still get the things that we need, and it's still going to be tasty. I know the light's a little hot. With these overnight oats, I plan to let them sit overnight, obviously, and then add the fruit and the granola before I eat it, because if you put it in there at the same time, it's gonna like soak the fruit and the granola, and you're not gonna want that. My meal prep, as you can see, I do 3 days of food, and I also base what I eat on what I'm trying to do with my body. So don't mind that beeping. I'm fixing that. It just started. Okay, I just make sure I get a protein, I get vegetables, I get carbs, and a little bit of fat. And also that my meals are somewhat anti-inflammatory, and those are my goals. And also my fitness goals, which I'll talk about later, play into what I eat as well. So when you're meal prepping, just think about what your goals are, what you want to do, either health wise or exercise wise, and then plan accordingly from there. This only took me about 1.5 hours to do all of that. That was it. It's very easy, and it's just so helpful. Even to plan the snacks is so helpful because you're not scrambling, and you just pull it out the refrigerator and eat and go. So I am traveling today, and I am in my hotel room, and I am preparing to go to the gym. Sometimes I travel for work, for projects, for leisure, and I still need to stay on track. So I make sure that I always bring workout clothes and a couple of essentials I'm about to show you in a second to make sure that I'm always prepared and I can go to the gym and not be worried about, falling off. And I usually do pretty good with the gym when I'm on the road, because with all the things that I have, it's not like I have a whole bunch of stuff, but the things that I bring, it helps me just in case the gym at the hotel doesn't have a thorough gym with like everything. I can still get done what I need to get done. So today is a lower body day. I have on, I have my workout clothes. I have this set. I got these sets from Shein. I really like their workout sets. They fit well. This one has a built-in bra, and I think I'm gonna get a bunch of other colors because I like the way this looks and the way this fits. I have just this bag. It's just, I don't know what you call these kind of bags with the strings, but just get any kind of bag. I like this because it lays flat inside of my suitcase. So in my bag, I have ankle straps for cable exercises, gloves to pick up weights, resistance bands for glutes and hips, earbuds, lip gloss because my lips be getting dry, and some water, of course. So sometimes when I am traveling, I may just either want to work out in the room, or also it may be a stretch day for me. And I will do a workout right here in the room, or I will do standing yoga because I don't know what's on these floors. So I'm not getting on this floor, okay? And I'm not bringing a mat with me. And if I do need to get on the floor, I will use some towels, put them down. But for the most part, standing yoga helps. There are plenty of videos on YouTube. There are videos for room workouts, all types of things on YouTube. So you can definitely still get it in your room. But for me, this is all about staying consistent, being on track, and making sure that when I do go out of town, things don't go by the wayside. Because if I go out of town on Tuesday, Wednesday, Monday, if it's upper body day, it's upper body day at home or at the gym. And then when I go out of town, if it's lower body day on Tuesday, it's lower body Tuesday at the hotel. And then Wednesday, if it's a stretch day, it's a stretch day at the hotel. Then Thursday, back to my regularly scheduled program in my hometown. So that's how we'll work, just staying consistent. And everything doesn't have to be a full out 60-minute sweat session. I need to just keep moving. So because I have my workouts all planned out and noted in my phone, I know what to do on each day and what day it is. I have different workouts for different parts of the body. It's just sitting down planning. And I could do a whole video on actually travel workout. That's just how I stay consistent. This is the end of the vlog, y'all. And I'm excited if you are still here. But while you're still here, make sure that you comment below if you have any questions. If you want to just leave a comment for engagement, because that really helps. And also don't forget to like, subscribe, share with your friends. But one thing is that I hope that this video has been helpful to you, that you found a tip, you found something that sparked an idea in your mind, and something that will get you started or get you back on track. And just remember that it doesn't have to be, like I said, a full out workout and you got 15 workout outfits and you ready to go. It could literally be you just went on a 10-minute walk today. And then you did 10-minute walks this week, 15-minute walks next week, then 20-minute walks. Or, you did a 10-minute workout this week and you do 20-minute workout next week. And it's just about building momentum, because as a millennial woman, I am focused on my health, and in return, the aesthetics will be there. But right now at this stage of life, I am just more concerned about having a strong back, having good cholesterol, having good iron levels, vitamin D, A1C, like all those things. That's important to me. And staying on top of diet and staying on top of exercise will do that for me. So let's all just do it together, right? Because we want to be around for a long time. I don't know about y'all, but I'm trying to be like, 99 years old out on the boat. I want to be out in my garden, doing the things. But I got to start. I've already started, but I got to keep going and staying consistent now. So thank you guys for being here, and I'll see you next time.